Hi, so this video is about dividing by 10, 100 and 1000. If you've already seen my multiplying by 10, 100, 1000, or also known as multiplying by powers of 10, then you will have an idea of where this is headed. So we've got our columns, tens, units, also known as ones, then the decimal point, tenths, hundredths, and thousandths. Now, the decimal point always stays in the same place, in between the units and the tenths. Now, this time we're going to be dividing by, so we know when we're dividing a whole number by 10, 100, or 1000, the answer is going to get smaller. So our digits are going to be headed in this direction. So we're going to divide by 10 first, and we've got 1 0 in our 10. So if you think back to our multiplying, the digits are going to move one column because we've got 1 0. So we need our decimal place in the answer ready. That stays in the same place in between the units and the tenths. And our 2 in the units column is going to move one place into the tenths column. And our 7 is going to move one column into the units. So our answer, 72 divided by 10, is 7.2. I bet you could have done that in your head. Hopefully you're going to get so good at this, you'll be doing them all in your head. So we're going to start with 72 again. Got 7 in our tens, 2 in our units, and we're dividing by 100 this time. So we've got 2 zeros in 100, so that means our digits are moving 2 columns. We need our decimal point ready in our answer. 2 is going to go 2 columns into our hundredths, and our 7 is going to go 2 into our tenths. Now we've got no more digits, but we cannot leave our units empty. Well, we could in this instance. You could just have the answer as 0.72, but I like to keep it tidy. So we're going to put a 0 placeholder into our units to show there is nothing in the units and there is nothing in any of the columns going this way. There's no tens, there's no. So we put placeholder in the units, and that tells us that there's nothing else further up the way. So our answer to 72 divided by 100 is 0.72. Now one more. We're going to use the same number again, 72, and this time we're dividing by 1000. So we've now got 1, 2, 3 zeros in our number we're dividing by. So our digits are going to move 3 columns that way. We're dividing, so they're getting smaller. So our 2 in the units is going to go 1, 2, 3 columns into the thousandths. And our 7 is going to go 1, 2, 3 columns into the hundredths. There we have it, but we absolutely have to show, can't leave the tenths column blank, even though we know there's nothing there. We have to have our placeholder, our 0, to show there is 0 value in that tenths column. And there's also 0 value in our units column. So our answer to 72 divided by 1000 is 0.072. Simple. Now try some on your own, and you can use a calculator to check your answers. Be very careful using a calculator. It will only tell you the answer to the digits you put in.